Welcome back. You're watching Today. Now, is South Africa's water crisis a ticking time bomb? This has been the concern of residents and experts as the country's financial hub was left without water in the last week. Now, government is being urged to refurbish water treatment plants and provide communities with clean and safe water. Let's explore this further with Hulisani Khorommbi, who is the CEO of Blu Water Technologies. Hulisani, thank you very much for joining us in studio this afternoon. I mean, you work quite closely within this industry, and you've probably got a great sense of how bad the situation is when it comes to water treatment plants in some of the country's communities. Maybe start by painting a picture of what it is that you're exposed to in terms of the dilapidated infrastructure.
Okay, so the state of the water treatment infrastructure, it's in a bad state. It's no longer a secret now. I think it's all over. And the biggest issue here is aging infrastructure, poor maintenance, lack of budget to even supply chemicals to actually purify this water. So there's a lot of assessments being done to sort of like check what can be done to actually improve the system. The systems. I mainly work within the mining industries, but we also do a bit of engagements with the municipalities. We do water treatment plant audit to try and find out where the gaps are and try to assist them. We are also more on the quality side of the water that is produced, so we sort of like work hand in hand with them.
Yeah. Would you say that the biggest gap is skills? We interview these municipal managers and leaders constantly, and a big pain point, they say, is the skill set. Yes. Based on your engagements and the audits that you've done, is that a big problem?
Yes, it is a big problem because even the managers, most of the managers that we came across who are managing these water treatment plants have no background in terms of water. So they don't even have maintenance schedules. They can't even forecast when maintenance should be done in certain equipment. Sometimes they can't even tell when the water quality is out of spec. They can't tell where is it going wrong. And lack of space. Most of them, they don't have space to actually maintain these plants. They buy when something is broken. That's when they want to go and sort of like find funds to actually do the maintenance. So skills, it's quite a concerning thing. I think if more collaborations can be done, if they can engage more private sector to actually assist them in terms of skilling the people or actually even employing more skilled people, I think it can improve the situation. Yes.
Now, you say you work closely with the mines and you're purifying water in that particular industry, but you work with communities as well. Yes. What is the cost factor here? If a municipality were to look at the infrastructure, look at the maintenance and refurbishing what has been completely destroyed, what cost factors do you encounter?
So the cost factor is, it would vary from plant to plant. So we need to start from actually assessing the current state, look at the available water source, the quality of the water source, because it plays a huge role in terms of what should be done, what maintenance should be done. The water has been deteriorating. Some of the municipality are using water that are coming from boreholes now. They're actually blending borehole water and surface water to actually treat it. So the chemistry changes. So this, some of these water treatment plants were designed to treat specific water qualities. And now when it has changed, it means now they need to go back and actually redesign or introduce more technologies to actually try and purify this water. So the cost factor will depend on the assessment and the water quality, and also the quantity that is required for to be supplied to the community. So it costs a lot of money. I see the Department of Water and Sanitation has estimated that at least 90 billion rand will be required to sort of like maintain this water treatment plants and also improve or even build new plants, because there's a lot of population growth whereby some of the municipalities are struggling to meet the demand. There's a lot of water losses, there's a lot of water leakages because of lack of maintenance. So the cost will vary from plant to plant.
Yeah. And then servicing the mining industry in particular, when miners look to your services, are they servicing the mining communities or does it expand beyond that?
So The mine cannot operate without water.
Yeah.
So water, it plays a huge role in the mining industry. So they use it for various reasons. They use it for potable use, for drinking, even in their processes to even extract the minerals that they're using. Certain equipment needs water. So it's a broad spectrum. Some of the mines do introduce water treatment plants for in their surrounding communities. And they also get involved with the municipalities to try and assist them, especially if there's no water, because it affects the employees. So when water is a basic need, the employees cannot function, or if they're having challenges from home to even get to work, or, struggling to take a bath or even have water to drink, it affects production as well. So the mines that we work with, they actually try to get involved in the municipalities and try to assist them in terms of upgrades, but they can also do so much. I think collaborations, proper engagements and collaborations are needed to actually overcome this issue. Yeah.
And as a business operating in this critical industry, as you say, water is a basic necessity.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you have had to encounter?
Sure. Water is a very complex subject and it's not very well explored. And it's challenging, you know. I was very fortunate to be exposed in the industry for like 13 years now, and I work with a team of experts, but it's not easy. We compete against big international companies that are very well resourced. They've got a workforce from all over the world. They've got R&D facilities, but we've stopped seeing that as a limitation for us, and instead we started to collaborate with them so that they can also transfer the skills to us and also assist us in terms of providing feasible and innovative solutions to our customers. So it's very challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then if you had some advice to give to local municipal leaders, managers and the like, what are some low-hanging fruits when it comes to water purification or treatment plants? I mean, you'll remember in Hammanskraal, for example, we had the cholera outbreak. In 2023, there shouldn't be a situation where people are dying of cholera or getting sick from water that they're getting from the tankers. So what are some of the low-hanging fruits, some of the immediate initiatives based on your experience you think they could explore?
I think we touched on the skills, the skills issue. If they can do proper monitoring, some of these issues can actually be avoided. For example, the cholera issue, there was mostly a disinfection challenge that was needed. Some of the municipalities that we have visited, they didn't even have disinfection taking place. So the water was just going through some processes and then going straight to the community. So basic monitoring.
So disinfection means it wasn't properly clean, just so that our viewer can understand.
Yes, so it means that the bacteria were not properly killed in the system. So things like that can be avoided through proper monitoring. And monitoring does not take just anyone to do it. You need to have a background and understanding of the whole process. That's when you'll be able to spot out that this is out of specification. What can I do about it? It doesn't make it easier for them because most of the treatment stages, there's different treatment stages depending on where the municipality is getting the water from. So if one stage is not working properly, it actually affects the stages after, you know. So if you don't have an understanding of these things, it can be quite tricky. So I think the long-hanging fruits is proper monitoring can be done to avoid that, and also inspection of the pipelines. We're having a lot of water leakages where water has been lost throughout, and whenever there's actually maintenance or repairs on the pipelines, some of the dirt gets into the pipelines and it affects the community as a whole. So proper maintenance plan, monitoring, I think it would really help. But there's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
Yeah. And then as Blu Water Technologies, as opposed to working with other businesses in the space, are you working with municipalities, and have you highlighted the importance that technology will play in the water treatment or water purification process going forward?
Yes, so our engagements with the municipalities was, we were commissioned by our customers, the mines, to actually go and assist, because some of these mines, they actually use effluent water from the municipalities in their processes. So whenever the water is it's not of good quality, it affects them. So they commissioned us to actually go and audit and assist them. We try doing that, but sometimes funds, it's a problem. If the municipality cannot provide the disinfection chemicals, if they cannot provide the space or pipelines that are broken, it's tricky. It's tricky, you know. Yeah.
No, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. That is Hulisani Khorommbi joining us. She's the CEO of Blu Water Technologies, speaking about the water treatment and purification processes in municipalities, the challenges there, but the low-hanging fruits there, saying that skills, the monitoring processes need to be improved so that basic necessities like water can be provided to municipalities and to communities within them. Let's move over to this story.